Jackie time. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. The Cowboys will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was.
Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football team.
Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the option. Now the pitch. Just refused to take it out of reverse, got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Smothers.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that likes to win. So if you want to continue to punt in these situations, you're probably going to continue to lose.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hicks. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Carrion. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Sends it back in motion. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going over the top. He's got it! Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using the quick game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards, and even on third down. Here's the handoff. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Holden finds his man on the left. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Play action on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Got his man all by himself. Corral, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The give to the back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Got room to work. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Smothers. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. That's caught. It's Jefferson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Ford. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carrion. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Cornelius. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Jefferson.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the...
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown ball. And that one will give him the lead.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. At the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. It smothers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's 4. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Quick handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his man in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he puts through the extra point.
33, Tennessee, 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach.
Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running.
plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. Nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Carrion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Fields. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to throw.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback.
Going for it all. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man down the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over.
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll close the gap to 14. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snagged in the middle, H. Lopez. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Vols want to move quickly. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's Smothers. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers are on the move. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. They punctuate trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got it in the middle. It's carry on. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Secures it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Might be calling a hot route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants a big play here late. It's gone.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Second down coming up. Back to pass. The short hands, it's out. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Intercepted, number 19. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.